If you've ever looked at a woman wearing the simplest outfit and thought, why does that look expensive on her but average on me, then this video is for you. I used to feel like I was buying all the right things, but my outfits still didn't look polished. I was somehow looking into a closet full of clothes, but ending up in the same simple, boring outfits every single week. But then I unlocked the secret and dressing elegantly became extremely easy and effortless. Why does dressing elegant and looking polished even matter? Well, if you've ever noticed that people treat you slightly different depending on how you're dressed, that is not in your head. That is actually what is happening. Because the way you present yourself directly shapes how the world responds to you, and I do not care who tries to convince you that looking put together and presentable doesn't matter. See, your outfits, the way you look, is always communicating your internal standards before you have to ever verbalize them. And people form a judgment on who you are based on that. It is the unfortunate truth, but the good news is this is something anyone can easily elevate. So if your outfits feel inconsistent, random, and just all over the place, you are in luck. We are going to go over how to fix this right now. Firstly, you do not need more clothes. Let me say that again. You do not need more clothes. What you need is structure. For a long time, especially when I was younger, before I cracked the code, I used to think that elegant women just had better wardrobes and I needed every single item in their closet. And I went out and bought every single item in their closet, but still the outfits didn't land the same. But what I eventually realized is that these elegant women are following formulas. They are not guessing in the morning. They are not just throwing on random pieces and hoping it all comes together and works. There is a very specific system underneath what looks elegant, and it becomes very easy to dress elegant and classy when you start thinking in formulas and stop thinking in just outfits. Every polished look follows three simple principles. First, there is an anchor piece. Then there are elevated basics, and the last is a visual balance. So first, let's start with the most immediate upgrade you can make, and that is starting to elevate your basics. Most women, probably you as well, already follow this same sort of basic structure and formula that we just need to elevate. So that includes having a jeans and a top formula. That is leggings and a hoodie, sneakers and a baggy shirt. Now the problem isn't repetition, it's that these formulas are just a little too basic where they're coming off very basic. So what I mean by taking that same already basic formula that you are used to, all we need to do is just elevate it. So if your formula is jeans and a top, then you're going to simply just swap out the jeans for structured tailored trousers. If leggings are your default, then you're going to swap those out for maybe a nice tailored knit or some nice linen that just structures your body and just feels a lot more intentional than a pair of leggings does. Notice how those two items are still super comfortable, so you're getting that comfortability that you would from the leggings. It's just feeling a lot more put together and refined. If you're an oversized t-shirt chica, you need to ditch them right now. There is nothing elegant or polished or remotely refined about an oversized t-shirt. You need to swap them out for a more fitted top that has a slightly thicker fabric that allows your natural frame to come back into focus. A structured oversized t-shirt is just doing nothing for you. And lastly, onto shoes. If sneakers are your go-to, just simply swap them for comfortable loafers or a nice ballet flat, or my personal favorite is a riding boot, especially in the winter and fall time. You are not reinventing yourself. You're not reinventing the wheel. You are simply just refining the baseline formula that you're already used to and have already been using probably most of your life. This one shift alone, regardless of what else I'm about to get into, can change how people perceive you, because elevated and polished basics communicate that you actually care. And this is why having a high quality fabric is super important, because people get closer, they see the quality that you are wearing. It's not looking good from afar, you get a little closer and it's just a hot mess. That is not what we're doing here. We're doing elevated basics that will pass the microscope check. By the way, thank you to Quince for sponsoring this video. I personally love the brand Quince for elevated everyday basics because the fabric and the quality is unmatched. And when you are elevating your basics, it is so important to make sure the quality and the fabric is top tier, so that you're not having to buy those everyday basics and those very minimalistic pieces over and over and over again. And with this brand, I feel super confident in knowing the fabric is good quality, it's going to last, and again, it just feels really good and comfortable on my body. Also, quality fabric like 100% silk and 100% Mongolian cashmere just fit and shape your body so much nicer. A few of my favorite pieces are the Mongolian cashmere t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, the 100% organic cotton boyfriend crew sweater, the Italian wool oversized blazer, and the lightweight cotton cashmere dolman sweater. And look at this blazer. It's structured, it's fitted, but it still has that oversized feel that I like. For my wardrobe, I love having a go-to blazer. It is an essential for me. Statement blazers go with anything, and this one from Quince is my go-to. And this is the Mongolian cashmere tee that I was talking about. It is so incredibly soft. See how it's still very comfortable and like loose on my body, but fitted at the same time. That is what you want from your elevated basics and your go-to staple pieces, so that you're still getting the comfortability on a day that you don't want to look, over the top and you just want to sort of be more comfortable, but you're still getting the refined, elevated structure of a fitted, more high quality piece of clothing. And I mean, this color is just like amazing for a dark autumn color palette, which I am. So, I love a good wine red color. If you want to check out Quince for yourself and shop all the pieces that I mentioned in this video, then you can scan the QR code right here on the screen or go to the link in my description box. And they also offer 365-day free shipping and returns. Again, thank you to Quince for sponsoring this video. Now I'm gonna go a little rogue here and talk about a mindset that almost nobody talks about when we're discussing beauty, fashion, and anything aesthetic related, and that is the fear of being seen. Now, I don't want to lose you here. This is super, super important because it will always be the undercurrent of whether or not you bridge the gap from basic, average, boring, and just like giving blah to elevated, elegant, and polished. A lot of women hide in super, super casual, basic, and just very underwhelming, if you ask me, outfits, not because they actually want to, but because it feels a lot safer. Wearing very bland outfits doesn't draw attention to you at all. It is very easy to blend into the shadows and just go unnoticed because those outfits don't create commentary. Think about how many times you have gone back and forth between a casual outfit that is just super basic, super boring, but you're like, yeah, okay, I've worn this before, it's not gotten me attention, we feel good here, and an outfit that's a little bit more bolder, it's a little bit more wow and out there, something you don't really put on, but you really, really want to. It's like this new sparkly top you've gotten, and you're going back and forth between, do I just do the casual and the basic and the regular, or do I step out? And you ultimately always end up in the basic, super casual outfit, simply because you're worried about what people will say. But elegance requires visibility. It requires deciding that, you know what, being seen and looking put together is not too much. And dressing well is not overdressing. It is simply just caring about how you are presenting yourself to the world. And that is okay. That is intentional, and you are allowed to have that for yourself. You can simply decide that you are allowed to go to the grocery store looking well dressed and looking put together, and it's not excessive. That can simply just be your standard. And when I made this shift, no one in my life said a thing. I used to be the girl who would only wear oversized sweaters, sweatpants, baggy t-shirts, beanies, and just simply try to cover myself. It was like my shell. And when I made the transition, it was not the clothes that helped me get there. It was the mindset in, you know what, dressing well and looking put together and polished at all times is just my standard, and that is how I decide to show up in the world. It's not excessive, it's not too much, it is just who I am deciding I want to be. And everyone just sort of fell into that. When I made that shift, all of it, dressing better, looking elegant, and just being put together became so much more easy and effortless and just my natural baseline. So making sure you're creating that mindset shift for yourself is gonna put all of this into actual action for you. Now, why do most outfits just feel off? Probably because it is interrupting the flow of your natural frame. That is most likely and usually the cause of just outfits feeling like they should look good because you've got all the right things in order, but it still feels off. A super, super important tip for when you get dressed every single day is to zoom out. Stop looking at just the top as a separate piece, an entity, and stop looking at the bottom and your pants as a separate entity and the shoes as a separate entity. You want to zoom out and look at the entire picture that you're trying to paint as a whole. Specifically, the overall outline that your body is creating. Likely, if you have chosen something very loose up top and very loose at the bottom, your natural frame has just disappeared. You're now swallowed into your entire outfit and nothing is holding structure. This is going to give you the I just threw it on, very sloppy, not really trying too hard look. Now the inverse is if everything is tight and everything is sucking you in and you've got a tight top and tight bottoms, you are likely looking very, very sharp and harsh rather than refined, which I'm assuming is the look you are going for, but it's actually not landing when you have too much tightness and structure. You want to make sure that you are balancing and having controlled contrast. Now, what does that even mean? Instead of thinking in fitted versus oversized for both bottom and top, think of pushing and pulling. When you're thinking of pushing, think of the piece of clothing pushing away from your body, not pulling into you and like fitting on your actual skin. The key is to have a balance of the push and the pull, and that is what creates a super refined and elegant look. You don't want push and push on the bottom and top, and you don't want pull and pull on the bottom and top. You usually want a nice distinction of pushing and pulling either on the top or the bottom. You choose, that is all up to you, but you want one or two of the pushing and pulling happening together. That balance is what makes something look super intentional and put together. Then I want you to consider whether or not your outfit has a center focal point. This brings everything together. Elegant dressing almost always has an anchor. That is one of the key principles that we discussed earlier in the video. There's 3 principles, and having an anchor piece is one of them. An anchor piece is what you are deciding is the main focus of your outfit, and then building everything else around that. So that might be a cinched waist. It might be a broad shoulder pad. It might be a super strong and defined neckline. It can be a tailored trouser. It can be a tailored leg. It's all up to you. But without a center, the eye starts to drift around, and when other people or yourself can't focus on one thing and decide that, hey, like subconsciously that is the anchor piece, everything your eye is looking at is going to be interpreted as chaotic and just all over the place. And that's when the outfit will always read as just unfinished. Now, this isn't only just done with the actual clothing piece, it's done with colors, it's done with tailored lines. You want to make sure that the entire outfit looks like it belongs together and we're all in the same family, rather than choosing a top in this family, a different color in this family, and everyone's just scattered and doesn't know who each other is and it's all random. That is just not gonna work well. That is not gonna look good. You want to make sure every piece on your body belongs to the same family. And this usually always solves the why does that look super good on her and on me it looks like garbage, because now there's visual harmony and there's not just randomness happening. The issue was never your body, and that is something that I needed to hear when I was a very young girl, a young teen and a young adult, is that it is not your body, it is just the pieces you are choosing and how you're putting them together. And elegant dressing is just that. Now let's go even deeper on that. Elegant dressing is literally doing less, not more. Hear me when I say, especially to my young self, doing less is always going to give you the result that you want when it comes to dressing. If you're highlighting your neckline, the rest of you must be kept very minimal and almost fully covered. If you're wearing a statement bag, let that be the focus. This goes back to the rule we just talked about, where choose what your anchor piece is going to be and build everything else around that. If you're getting a statement bag happening, you don't need earrings down to your boobs, okay? You don't need that. You don't need a super nice statement shoe. You don't need a statement belt. You don't need statement everything. You choose one thing that you are focusing on as the anchor, and then everything else follows that. That is how we keep things in the same family. That is how we create visual harmony. 1 focal point, not 5. The same thing actually also applies to color. You want 3 colors maximum, not the entire color palette. And if you're unsure about how to do this, just simply use the sandwich method. This is what I was using back in the day when I first started my elegant dressing journey. And the sandwich method is simply just repeating the same color on the top and the bottom and having your secondary color in the middle. Fabric also matters a lot more than people realize. That's why I mentioned it earlier, because it's super important. So that's where this whole thing about, well, why does that outfit look super good on her, and when I try to recreate it, it doesn't land, it doesn't look good. It's because you're probably trying to replicate the same look just with very different materials. So if you're dressing in the same color palette, you're doing all the structure, the push, the pull, all of that, but you're using materials that are shiny and clingy versus this woman using materials like wool and linen and silk, it's going to land very differently. That is why you're not able to pull it off the way she is. So always keep those rules in mind when it comes to putting your outfit together. And finally, one of my game-changing tips, which is my favorite, is to curate your wardrobe for your actual life. 70% of what you own should match your daily reality. So if you work from home, which I do, build an elevated wardrobe of comfort. If you go into the office daily, build structured, tailored daily looks. And then save that 20 or 30% for your athleisure and for those dramatic out there pieces for when you go out and you have nice dinners and you do all of that, fun life stuff. But if your entire wardrobe is super nice going out tops and then only 20% actually account for your daily life, you're always gonna have an issue getting dressed for your daily life because half your wardrobe is not even matching that. So make sure when you're building your wardrobe and elevating all these things, it actually aligns with your real routine. And that is when dressing and becoming elegant and looking put together will always be 10 times easier. And now this goes into my final tip, which is building yourself a uniform. So you need to curate at least 5 outfits that are your go-to on repeat loopable pieces of clothing that you've already pre-decided, pre-planned. My channel is all about doing less, just doing it better. And if you want to get that Notion template, you can grab it down below. But seriously, when you approach your entire life with this method, just doing less but better, everything becomes easier. So pre-plan your uniforms. Think of these as pre-decided formulas that you're just rotating through. One for errands, one for work or meetings, one for evenings out, one for that at-home polished and elevated look that is still super comfortable. And pre-decide these outfits based on the structure and formula that we outlined in this entire video, so that when you go to wear this outfit, you are simply just swapping out different tops and different pieces of the outfit, but the entire formula has already been pre-decided. This is when we become just, strategic, okay? We're thinking ahead of the game. When you do this, you remove decision fatigue, and I am all about removing decision fatigue, especially as a woman. I am all about the path of least resistance, and when you have these things already pre-decided, you don't stand in the mirror trying to figure out what's gonna look good on my body. You've already planned it. You don't need to figure out how to make your body look good because you're choosing uniforms following the structure and the formula that already makes your body look its 10 out of 10 self. And this is when you stop defaulting to your lowest effort option and everything doesn't feel rushed anymore. You're instead just reaching for the formula that already works. At the end of the day, elegance is accessible to everyone because it is truly just a system and a formula. But don't let the journey of elegant dressing end here. Make sure you check out this video next because I talk all about how to elevate yourself when you are at home, and especially if you work from home, this is going to be a really good video for you. So I will see you over there.